So guys, today back with another video on the channel. Today Newcastle United play Aston Villa. Premier League football is finally back. It's been so long and we are finally here this weekend, back at St James's Park, 5:30 kick-off, and I honestly can't wait. In the preview today we'll look at Aston Villa, look at Newcastle, round it off there. Very interesting game and I can't wait. Make sure to leave a like, boys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would mean a lot if you could do so. Anyways, let's start off by looking at Aston Villa. So then, Aston Villa, obviously a brilliant end to last season, obviously getting European Conference League. They've got to play that playoff stuff against Hibernian and someone else, I can't remember. But I think that's the week after we play Man City, the second match week. Aston Villa though, had a really good pre-season, unbeaten. Let's have a look at now at the games that they played. So they had a 1-1 draw against Walsall, a 3-3 draw against Newcastle in the Premier League Summer Series, a 2-0 win over Fulham, a 3-3 draw against Brentford, a 3-0 win against Lazio, and a 2-1 win against Valencia. That is some good teams there. You are very happy with that if you're an Aston Villa fan. Haven't lost a game since May last year in the Premier League against Wolves, which is brilliant. Have a look at their transfer business. They have made some good signings, definitely. They obviously brought in HOWAY as a free transfer. You are buzzing if you're getting him on a free transfer. Not going to pay a penny. Teams would have paid millions for him a couple of seasons ago. Pau Torres is another one, a very good signing. Centre back, big, strong. You are not complaining about that. Obviously they've got a lot of options in defence now in Moussa Diaby. I can't believe that he went to Aston Villa, £47 million. He's looked absolutely immense in pre-season and I am very scared because I would have loved him in a Toon shirt, but he's signed for Aston Villa. Will he be the new Leon Bailey? Will he struggle in the Premier League? Will he do really well? I can see him doing really well. I can see him having a really good season at Aston Villa. In pre-season he's so direct and just ready for it. A bit like when we first got Maxi, but he can actually score goals. He's looked absolutely immense in pre-season, and Aston Villa fans have got an exciting talent on their hands on that right-hand side. But overall, their whole team, they've got a very good team, absolutely. Have a look at their team that played Valencia. Obviously, Ollie Watkins scored, Brent Diaz scored. Obviously, they've got a lot of big name players, even like Philip Coutinho, a big name player. Like Lucas Dean at left back is not even their first choice. Alex Moreno is their first choice, but he is injured at the minute. Obviously, they defence in Pau Torres, Diego Carlos, Tyrone Mings, Courtney House, Konsa, Callum Chambers. They've got a lot of options there that they can definitely use. Even in the midfield, John McGinn, I really like John McGinn. Obviously he was a Steve Bruce signing for Aston Villa, but Philip Coutinho, Den Dunker, HOWAY Brent Diaz, Douglas Luiz is a brilliant player as well. Kamada, very good player. Jacob Ramsey, obviously he is injured, but he is an unbelievable player as well. Even up front with Bertrand Traore can do you a job. Ollie Watkins is going to guarantee you 12 goals a season. Leon Bailey, Moussa Diaby, and then the rest of them are just youngsters. But if you've got that team, you are very happy. Considering Villa, was it 2 or 3 seasons ago, nearly went down. Last game of the season went to the wire. Now they've got Europa League football, well, Conference League football on their hands and on the horizon of this season, hopefully, if they do win the playoff. They're going to be on the high, and obviously coming to St James's Park, yes, we did beat them 4-0 last time at St James's Park. I'm not the most confident person in the world. We're probably not going to be starting any of the new signings, most likely. Aston Villa will be. It's one of them, innit? It's a very tough one to call, but Aston Villa, very good side, and we're kind of sit here and just go into this game thinking that we can pick up 3 points just because we're back in the Premier League. We're back with war flags, and it's gonna be rocking at the start. No matter what, the players have got to go into that game knowing that if we don't win this, it's not going to look good, because if we've got Man City away the next week, and if we're picking up 0 points on the first 2 games, it's obviously against 2 very good sides, and Liverpool the week after. We've got it's a statement. It's a massive statement if we can win this game. But even for Aston Villa, looking at their run of games coming up, I'm not quite sure who they've actually got. Everton, their game in Europa League on Thursday, then Burnley, and then the second leg of their Europa League game. So they've got a lot of games mixed around there. But Everton the week after on a Sunday at home, they want to go into that game in full fire and wanting to pick up 3 points in that game as well. It will be an interesting game. It'll be a very tough game for Aston Villa and Newcastle, but let's speak about the two. So then Newcastle United, like Aston Villa, an unbeaten pre-season, a very good pre-season for Newcastle, obviously. Beaten Gateshead, Rangers, and then drawn to Villa, drawn to Chelsea, beaten Brighton, and then beaten Fiorentina and beaten Villarreal. We performed massively in them 2 games on Saturday and Sunday, especially with having no players off the bench, apart from the young uns. But they've done really, really well. Like, considering Fiorentina are a good team, yes, we should be beating them, and yes, just because they got Europa League, Conference League next season, should be comfortably beating them as we did. But Villarreal, they won the Europa League a couple of seasons ago. They beat Bayern Munich, I think, last year, the year before, in the Champions League. They're not a team to sit there and mess about. Yes, the players have changed, like players like Dan Chuma's not there anymore on loan at Everton and whatnot, but we thrashed them. We really, really did. Players like Lewis Miley and that were playing against like Arthur Melo, who was at Liverpool last season, played in the Champions League, and he stunned the show. He really did. Elliot Anderson, massive name. Do you start Elliot Anderson? You'll see in the predicted team tomorrow, but it's a tough one to call. Only thing with Newcastle, the only injuries I'm sure about is Emil Kraft. Fabian Shaw is doubtful, and same with Joe Willock, but we will find out more news on Friday with Eddie Howe's press conference. Obviously this video is going out before the press conference. Same with the predicted team. I do record them before I even hear anything from Eddie Howe, so if anything's changed, that I can't do now. Anyways, it is a tough game for Newcastle. How we're going to line up, probably with a 4-3-3. It'll probably be a quite similar start how it was last season against Nottingham Forest, but I'm guessing it's going to be 0-0 at half time. Both teams have chances, and it's going to be one of them tight games. I can't see it be more than 3 goals in the game, but you never know though. Obviously last season got beat 3-0, but beat them 4-0. It's a game where I wouldn't say there's a rivalry there, but there's always something between the two set of fans. But we'll have to wait and see. If I've got to give a prediction, boys, I will say 2-1 Newcastle. I'm not going to say the scores because it'll give away for the predicted team. But make sure I watch that video. It will be on the channel. Same time tomorrow when this video does get released. It'll be 4 o'clock all day, every day throughout the season for previews and predicted teams. Anyways, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, that's the end of the video. Just a quick heads up, lads, if you are going to the game, make sure you've got your e-tickets ready and sorted, because there's going to be a lot of hassle. I got an email from Newcastle today, all season ticket holder, I should have got one. Basically, just make sure that's there. Arrive 15 minutes before you normally would to the stadium, and make sure that you are there. Vlog back on Saturday, back in action, I can't wait. Anyways, see you all for the predicted team tomorrow and the vlog on Saturday. Howie the fucking lads.